As the forest grew quiet, I sat near the Buddha, seeking guidance amidst my struggles and confusion. The moonlight filtered through the trees, casting a gentle glow on the serene face of the Buddha. I hesitated to speak, my heart weighed down by the burdens of uncertainty and fear. Finally, I gathered courage and shared my troubles, seeking solace in the Buddha's wisdom. "Master," I began, my voice trembling, "how can I find the strength to move forward when challenges overwhelm me?" The Buddha listened intently, his gaze calm yet piercing, as though seeing directly into the depths of my soul. He paused, the silence embracing us, before speaking words that would forever shape my understanding. "Life," the Buddha said, "is like a river that flows ceaselessly, encountering rocks, rapids, and still waters alike." His voice carried a depth of compassion and understanding that made my burdens feel lighter already. "The river," he continued, "does not stop when it meets a boulder. It flows around it, adapting its course." I nodded slowly, trying to grasp the meaning of his words, though doubt still clouded my mind. The Buddha seemed to sense my struggle and gestured to a small sapling nearby, swaying gently in the breeze. "Observe this sapling," he said. "Though fragile, it bends with the wind and remains rooted to the earth." I watched the sapling sway, its slender trunk resilient against the unseen forces trying to uproot it. "Master," I asked, "what if the storm is too great, threatening to destroy even the strongest trees?" The Buddha's expression softened, and he spoke with a voice as soothing as the wind itself. "A tree's strength lies not in its resistance but in its resilience," he said. "It bends without breaking, accepting the storm." His words resonated deeply, yet I could not help but question my own ability to withstand life's tempests. "But Master," I said, "how can I find such resilience when my fears feel insurmountable and my strength diminishes?" The Buddha smiled gently, as if he understood the turmoil within me, and his words felt like a balm to my soul. "Fear," he said, "is like a shadow that grows when the mind focuses on the darkness, forgetting the presence of light." He reached for a small lantern beside him, lighting it with deliberate care, as if to illustrate the point he was about to make. "Even the smallest light," the Buddha said, holding the lantern aloft, "can dispel the deepest darkness. Within you lies such a light." His words stirred something within me, a flicker of hope amidst the despair, though doubt still lingered at the edges of my mind. "How can I find this light within me?" I asked, yearning for clarity, desperate to grasp the essence of his teaching. The Buddha placed the lantern before me, its flame steady despite the gentle wind that swirled around us. "Begin," he said, "by accepting the storm as part of your journey, not as an obstacle but as a teacher." He pointed to the distant mountains, their peaks shrouded in mist, and spoke with a conviction that made his words feel eternal. "The mountains stand tall, enduring the elements, yet they are shaped by the winds and rains that pass over them." His metaphor struck a chord, and I began to see how life's challenges could be seen not as barriers but as opportunities. "Master," I said, my voice tinged with newfound determination, "how can I take the first step when fear holds me back?" The Buddha's eyes shone with a wisdom that seemed to encompass the entire universe, and he answered with gentle assurance. "The first step," he said, "is to acknowledge your fear and embrace it as part of your journey, not as an enemy." His words were simple yet profound, and I realized that my resistance to fear had been the source of much of my suffering. "Fear," the Buddha continued, "is a reminder of your humanity, a sign that you care deeply about the path you walk." He gestured to the fireflies dancing in the night, their tiny lights flickering like stars brought down to earth. "Even the smallest creatures," he said, "move through the darkness, guided by their own inner light, unafraid of the vast unknown." The image of the fireflies stayed with me, a symbol of hope and courage, inspiring me to face my own shadows. The Buddha's presence, his words, and his profound understanding began to shift something deep within my heart. As I sat before him, I felt a sense of peace that I had not known in what seemed like lifetimes. "Master," I said, bowing my head in gratitude, "your teachings have illuminated a path I could not see before. Thank you." The Buddha placed a hand on my shoulder, his touch grounding yet uplifting, and spoke one final teaching for the night. "Courage," he said, "is not the absence of fear but the resolve to move forward despite its presence." His words echoed in the stillness, etching themselves into my heart, a guiding light for the journey ahead. As the night deepened, I sat in silent contemplation, the Buddha's teachings weaving themselves into the fabric of my being. The forest around us seemed to resonate with his wisdom, the trees and wind and stars bearing witness to a timeless truth. The first rays of dawn began to pierce the horizon, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson. I rose, my heart lighter, my mind clearer, ready to face life's challenges with the strength I had discovered within. The Buddha watched as I bowed and walked away, his serene smile a testament to the enduring power of his teachings. Another day, another journey brought the Buddha and his disciples to a serene riverside, where the water whispered ancient truths. I approached the Buddha, my heart burdened with questions about loss and the impermanence of life. The sun cast a golden glow on the water's surface, reflecting the wisdom that seemed to radiate from the Master. "Master," I began hesitantly, "how can I find peace when fear of losing loved ones consumes my thoughts and clouds my spirit?" The Buddha listened, his gaze resting on the river, its gentle current carrying leaves and petals as if to answer me. "Life," the Buddha said, "is like this river, flowing endlessly, and no part of its course can be held forever." His voice resonated with clarity and compassion, like the flowing water that seemed to echo his every word. "The river," he continued, "embraces all, every leaf, every stone, yet holds on to none. It flows forward without resistance." I watched the river with new eyes, its wisdom unfolding with each word the Buddha spoke, though my heart still struggled. "Master," I asked, "what can I do when my heart clings to those I love, fearing their absence?" The Buddha turned to me, his gaze steady, and his words carried the weight of timeless understanding. "To love deeply," he said, "is not to bind the loved one with chains of fear but to free them with compassion." His words startled me, yet they resonated, planting seeds of realization that I had not known before. "Attachment," he continued, "is the root of suffering, for it seeks to hold what is fleeting, denying the natural flow of life." I pondered his words, the river's constant movement reflecting the transient nature of all things, as I struggled with their meaning. "But Master," I said, "how can I find the courage to love without attachment, when my heart fears letting go?" The Buddha reached for a fallen leaf, holding it gently, as if illustrating the wisdom he was about to share. "Fear," he said, "is the shadow cast by a mind that seeks control, forgetting the beauty of impermanence." He released the leaf, allowing it to drift away, carried by the current to a destination unknown. "Letting go," the Buddha continued, "does not mean abandoning love but embracing its essence. A gift, not a possession." His words stirred within me, yet I could not help but question how to live by such profound teachings. "Master," I asked, "how can I find the strength to let go when my heart clings so tightly?" The Buddha smiled gently, as if understanding the depth of my struggles, and his wisdom unfolded like the petals of a flower. "To let go," he said, "is to see love not as an anchor but as a compass, guiding both giver and receiver." His metaphor struck a chord, and I began to see the truth in his words, though my heart still hesitated to embrace it fully. "When you release the illusion of control," he continued, "you will find peace in the impermanence of life." I gazed at the river, its serene flow embodying the teachings that the Buddha spoke, and began to see its wisdom. Master, I said, my voice trembling yet hopeful, how can I begin to release the fear that holds me back? The Buddha's eyes shone with a light that seemed to illuminate not only my path but the essence of existence itself. The first step, he said, is to understand that impermanence is not a loss but an opportunity for growth and renewal. His words resonated deeply, and the river seemed to sing in harmony with his wisdom, a melody that soothed my soul. Like this river, the Buddha continued, your journey will carry you forward. Even when you release what is behind, the image of the river stayed with me, a symbol of hope and courage that inspired me to look beyond my fears. Master, I said, bowing my head in gratitude, your teachings have awakened a peace I did not think possible. Thank you. The Buddha placed a hand on my shoulder, grounding me with his presence and speaking one final teaching. To love freely, he said, is to see beauty in the fleeting moments, each one precious, untainted by fear. His words echoed in the stillness, etching themselves into my heart, a guiding light for the journey ahead. As the day drew to a close, I sat by the riverside, the Buddha's teachings weaving themselves into the fabric of my being. The moon rose high, casting its silvery glow upon the water, and I felt a sense of peace I had not known before. I rose, my heart lighter, my mind clearer, ready to embrace the impermanence of life with love and courage. The Buddha watched as I bowed and walked away, his serene smile a testament to the enduring power of his teachings. Another day, another village greeted the Buddha and his disciples, its streets alive with the hum of daily life. A woman named Maya approached the Buddha, her face marked by sorrow, her eyes seeking solace in his presence. The town had suffered a fire, leaving many homeless, including Maya, who had lost everything. Master, Maya said, her voice trembling, I have lost my home and possessions. How can I find the strength to rebuild my life? The Buddha listened with compassion, his gaze resting on the charred remains of the village, a testament to the impermanence of all things. Life, the Buddha said, is like the phoenix that rises from ashes, finding renewal and strength in the midst of destruction. His words carried a depth of understanding that seemed to envelop the pain and despair present in Maya's heart. From the ashes, he continued, a new beginning emerges. Fueled by the courage to take the first step forward, Maya hesitated, her doubts still strong, though the Buddha's words planted a seed of hope within her weary spirit. Master, she asked, how can I find hope when all seems lost, and the weight of despair holds me back? The Buddha picked up a small flower that had sprouted among the ashes, its petals delicate yet resilient. Hope, he said, is the light within that grows when nurtured, even amidst the darkest night of the soul. His voice, steady yet gentle, carried the wisdom of ages, inspiring those gathered to look beyond their suffering. Though small, he continued, this flower blooms in the ashes, a symbol of life's enduring spirit and beauty. Maya gazed at the flower, its vibrant colors offering a glimpse of the possibilities that lay beyond her pain. But Master, she said, how can I nurture this light when despair overshadows my heart and mind? The Buddha's expression softened, his gaze steady, as he offered guidance with profound clarity. Despair, he said, is the shadow cast by a mind consumed by the past, forgetting the power of the present moment. His words resonated deeply, stirring within Maya an awareness of the potential she had overlooked amidst her grief. To nurture hope, the Buddha continued, begin by planting the seeds of action, each small step cultivating light and renewal. Maya pondered his teachings, the fire's devastation still heavy in her heart, yet she began to see a path forward. Master, she said, How can I take the first step when fear paralyzes my will and clouds my judgment? The Buddha smiled gently, his presence grounding yet uplifting. And he spoke with unwavering assurance. Fear, he said, is a wall built by the mind to protect the heart, but it can be scaled with courage. He gestured to the villagers working together to rebuild their homes, their efforts driven by a shared sense of purpose. Courage, the Buddha continued, is found in the smallest acts of kindness and strength, each one breaking through fear's barriers. Maya watched as neighbors help each other, their collaboration creating the foundation for a new community amidst the ruins. Master, she said, her voice now tinged with hope, how can I inspire others to face their own fears and rebuild together? The Buddha's eyes shone with the wisdom that had guided countless souls through their struggles and challenges. To inspire others, he said, be the light that guides them, showing the way through your own actions and resilience. His words struck a chord, and Maya began to understand the power of her own courage to ignite hope in others. Leadership, the Buddha continued, is not command but example. The strength to act when fear would have you retreat. Maya stood before him, her heart lighter, her mind clearer, ready to take the first step toward rebuilding her life. Master, she said, bowing her head in gratitude, your teachings have awakened a strength within me I did not know I possessed. Thank you. The Buddha placed a hand on her shoulder, grounding her with his touch, and spoke one final teaching. To rebuild, he said, is to rise from the ashes with hope in your heart and courage in your every action. His words echoed in the stillness, carrying the weight of timeless truth, inspiring not only Maya but all who listened. As the day drew to a close, Maya began her journey, planting seeds of hope and courage in the hearts of others. The moon rose, its silver light casting a glow upon the village, and the Buddha's teachings wove themselves into its renewal. The villagers, united by hope, worked tirelessly to rebuild their lives, their strength a testament to the enduring power of resilience. The Buddha watched as Maya led her neighbors, his serene smile a reflection of the wisdom he had shared. Another day, another beginning unfolded, as the cycle of life and renewal continued. Guided by the courage to move forward, the same principle applies to your spirit. As you tend your fire, it radiates outward, igniting light in those around you. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.